So in the last video we have seen about linear layout. What is linear layout? Let's continue with the next layout, which is relative layout. So this relative layout, it allows you to position its child views relative to each other or to the edges of this layout. Okay, so it is more complex layout than linear layout, but it offers more flexibility and control over the linear layout. Okay, so instead of discussing more theoretically, let's check and how it works. So what I will do is I will click on this project panel. I will right click on layout. I will go to new layout resource file and I will write activity underscore relative. So here we will create new activity layout, and here our root element will be relative layout. Relative layout. So my relative layout is created. The code is in front of you, and the view, it will come soon. So the view is also loaded. So as you can see, this tag, root tag, is relative layout tag. I don't have any orientation here, right? So let's create this same layout again with the help of relative layout. Okay, so in linear layout we have created 3 different layouts. Now here we don't need to create these many layouts. Okay, so let's do one by one. So I will just take 2 buttons first. One button here, one button, another button into this, and first I will give ID to my parent layout, and I will write parent layout 1. Okay, and this button I will write register, and this button I will write login. Okay, and usually what you want to do, you want to put this button at this bottom level, right? So here I will write align. Now see, when I type align, you will get a lot of attributes here. Align top, align bottom, align end, align parent start, align baseline, align left, align right. Okay, so I will write align bottom. But here it is asking me some IDs. Okay, so this is the wrong command. So to find the exact command, I will go to developer.android.com. okay, because I am new to this, just like you, I am new to this. So I want to know about the relative layout more, and I have only one source, so I will go there. Okay, now here if you can see, if I have any search here, if I have search here, search. Okay, so here if I type relative layout, will it come? Ha, so here relative layout I can see. Okay, one second, here relative layout. Okay, so it is quite complicated here. Let's go to component, and if I have group, view groups, it is coming under view groups. So okay, it is quite complicated to find it here, so I will just Google it, relative layout documentation Android. Okay, so I am there, and I can see, okay, this is the tutorial page. So on tutorial page also they have given you align parent, top, center, vertical, and everything. Example also they have given you with this code, but we are not interested into that. We will go here. Okay, so a layout where positions of the children can be described in relationship to each other, to the parent or the parent. Okay, so now there is a note that you cannot have a circular dependency between the size of the relative layout and the position of its children. So the circular dependency, what it is, I will tell you. So for example, they have also given you cannot have a relative layout whose height is set to wrap content and the child set to align parent bottom. Okay, this is some advanced case. Whenever you are doing some real-time development, it will come into picture, otherwise it will not come into picture. Okay, so we will just check a few things. So these are the constants that layout is using. So this is align bottom, align, I just told you align property. So they have given align parent left, align parent right, align parent bottom. So the rule that aligns the child's bottom edge to its relative layout's parent's bottom edge. So this is the property we need, align parent bottom. Okay, so we will go, and if I write align parent here, and if I press control space, this automatic thing will come. And if I write align parent bottom, and if it is true, okay, now my button is below this line. Okay, it is aligned at the bottom. So this property is what I need for another button also. Okay, now you see these buttons are overlapping. Okay, so see, if I don't give anything now, if I don't give anything, these buttons are coming here. The meaning of this is the 0th position, 0 of 0. So 0 for x axis and 0 for y axis. Okay, so this is 0, 0.0. From here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will come, and from here for y axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will come, right? So for parent bottom, it is showing 0 to 0 value for this axis. Okay, now I want this login button to the right side. So I will write align parent end, which is true. Now you see my button has gone here, align parent here. But now the problem here is the width, it is not equally distributed. To equally distribute a width, you need linear layout or some other type of layout which you have not learnt it. Okay, so here we are not using linear layout right now, so we will adjust with the relative layout. Okay, so let's go step by step. Let's make some mistakes and let's learn from those mistakes. So if I write this height as 150 dp, oh sorry, width as 150 dp. Okay, 150 is I think not enough, 180. Okay, now 180 width, and here also 180 width. Okay, now some more space is also there, so I will increase this to 220 and this to 220. Okay, now you see what is happening, this button is getting overlapped, but in linear layout it was not like that. Okay, so now I have one more property here. I have one more property. So this property is to left off and to right off. Okay, so to top off to bottom off, that also we can do. See why we can use all those properties, because relative layout is by the definition it is only telling you that it allows you to position its child views relative to each other or to edges of this layout, right? So if I want to align this according to this another view, it is possible for relative layout, because the purpose of relative layout is to provide a relative relation between two views or parent, right? So parent means the edge of the screen. So I will write 2. So see, this button, register button, is at the left side of this login button, and it should always be at the left side of this login button, right? So I will write 2 left off. See, 2 left off, layout underscore 2 left off, and I will give the ID of button 2, which is this button. Now you see it is not overlapping. Now the constraint you have given is what? Whatever width this button is, it will automatically adjust according to the width. Now suppose if I increase this width to 280, see the register button is showing lesser width, right? So here I have chance to put width which will come approximately center, not exactly center, but approximately center, which is 210 dp. And this width I can write match parent, okay, because I have given this constraint, so it will act as a match. Okay, so to left it will ask to exchange with the to start off, okay, because in a few latest components to left and right is omitted, and instead of to left you can use to start, and instead of to right you can use to end. So start and end they have used instead of left and right. Okay, so now my buttons are set. Now one more thing, margin, which was remaining, so 12 dp I will write. Now I have given margin to this, I am giving margin to this also. Okay, done. Now see, this margin is also getting calculated here. So if I write 180, okay, 180 is good for me. Now I will insert to edit text here. Okay, so this plain text I will drag and drop, and this plain text I will drag and drop. Okay, now you see the difference here. This edit text, their width is wrap content. Okay, so you want to set it to match parent. Why? Because see, in relative layout everything will come as a small. So for this purpose, let's change the width of edit text to match parent and match parent, because we want it to entirely occupy the width. Okay, and here I will use username, and here I will use password. See, this text property is actually a text setting into this edit text. Here I should use hint. Whenever your field is blank, I should use hint, not text, right? So that you can use this into validation process also. Okay, okay. Now see, I have edit text too. So suppose if I write, if I replace this ID as edit text pass, and this edit text as edit text username, and this edit text as edit text password. Okay, so I have changed the ID so that you can understand it properly. Now I want these two at the center exactly, right? So what I will do, I will give this edit text some attributes which will bring it to center, because in relative layout you can provide a relative relation between two widgets, but you can also provide relative that connection, or what you say, relation is not a proper word, connection you can say. You can provide that relative connection with parent also. Parent means your entire screen or the edges of the screen, right? Okay, so let's provide that. So I will write gravity. Okay, and for the gravity I have center horizontal and center vertical. My aim is center vertical, understand, not center. So I will write center vertical. Okay, now you see it is not coming down, it is exactly there. Okay, but what I have told you, the meaning of gravity and the meaning of layout gravity will be used to align the sub components inside that tag or inside that layout. We don't have any sub components here, right? But here is a trick. For relative layout, alignment is everything, gravity is nothing. Okay, gravity is for the components inside that layout or the components inside that widget. Okay, so here if I write center, see I have 3 members. Now see, you will say that how would I know if this property is for this layout or that property is for that layout? Go to documentation. In documentation you will get everything you need. You will get everything you need. Okay, see, align bottom, align baseline, align parent, everything is there. See, center horizontal. So rules that with center horizontal. So what they have said, rule that center the child horizontally with respect to the bound of its relative layout parent. Our layout parent is this, which is layout relative layout parent. So according to that, it will adjust the center. So if I write center vertical and if I write true, you see that it will come at the center. Right now I cannot do this to another edit text also. Why? Because it will replace, it will overlap it, right? So to do that, what is the another way to do it? So I have told you alignment. You can align one widget with another widget with the relative connection. So I will write to bottom layout align bottom. Okay, see, layout align bottom is used in different case. Okay, so just like you have used this to left off, to right off, right? So see, if I type to, you can say to left off, to right off, to start off, right? But you cannot see to bottom off, to top off, right? Because those properties are not given into relative layout. Okay, but you can see those properties in constraint layout. Why? Because the constraint layout is the most advanced layout of all the layouts. Every problem the developer was facing, it was overcome into that. It was developed in such a way. Okay, so here you cannot use to top off to bottom off because they are not available. Align bottom is something different that I will also show you. Okay, now here what you will have to use. So to check it, we will go to documentation. Okay, now here I will write bottom. So for bottom, align bottom is there, align parent bottom is there. We know what is align parent bottom. Below, okay, we have found something here which is below, and it is saying that rule that aligns a child's top edge with another child's bottom edge. So my requirement is fulfilled. This child's top edge will be aligned with this child's bottom edge. Okay, I want that, right? So I will write bottom, and what everything is coming there. Align bottom. See, what was that? Below, not bottom, it was below. So layout below, you can see it is showing. And which ID I want to put here? TXT username. See, it is aligned bottom. It has aligned bottom. Okay, now since it is aligned, I will give margin which is 12 dp, and I will give margin to this also 12 dp. Now you can see what we have expected, it is here. Okay, so how did we use this? We have used only one relative layout. Into relative layout we have used two buttons which are align parent end and parent bottom. Okay, and then we have edit text which are center in vertical, and then another edit text is aligned below to this edit text, right? Okay, so this is how we use relative layout. You can use gravities into relative layout also, no problem with that, but you will use it whenever you have multiple view groups into one view group, and into that if you want to position your item according to your requirement, you can use gravities also, no problem. But here you cannot use weights. Weights are generally used in linear layout only. Okay, so let's go to the next layout in the next session.